welcome back to Sarah and Ryan's World. It's Sarah here, and today I'll be reading Chapter 4 of Amelia Bedelia. So Chapter 4 is called You're Hired. Since the next day was Saturday, Amelia Bedelia and her parents did what they always did on Saturdays. After Amelia Bedelia's swimming lesson, they had lunch at Pete's diner. Pete was mobbed. They had to sit at the counter instead of their favorite booth. Amelia Bedelia loved sitting at the counter. She loved being close to the action, hearing the orders called out, watching them get filled, and seeing everyone working together to make the diner run smoothly. While they waited for their food, Amelia Bedelia asked her parents what kind of jobs they had when they were growing up. "I did all sorts of odd jobs," said her dad. "My job doesn't have to be odd," said Amelia Bedelia. "I don't have to be a lion tamer or something unusual. It can be a normal, regular job, so long as it pays me a lot." "When I was young," said her mother, "I worked as a waitress. I made buckets of money. My customers always gave me big tips." "That sounds kind of fun," said Amelia Bedelia. "Did they ever tip you so much that you fell over?" Before her mother could answer, the food arrived. The usual waitress was so busy that the owner of the diner, Pete, served them. "Sorry, folks," he said as he put down their plates. "I'm very short-handed today." Amelia Bedelia looked closely at his hands. They looked like they were the regular length. Not too short, not too long. Then she looked at the French fries in front of her. "Yum," she said, and she gave the ketchup bottle an extra hard squeeze. The ketchup squirted right over the top of the fries and onto Pete's clean white apron. "Hey," shouted Pete, "look out, ketchup on the loose." Amelia Bedelia thought she was in trouble until Pete chuckled and asked, "Do I look like a French fry to you?" "No," said Amelia Bedelia, "but you do look like you need some help. Do you have a job for me?" Pete looked at Amelia Bedelia's parents. They both smiled and shrugged. "We come here every Saturday," said her father. "She knows your routine." Her mother added, "She's a good worker. Amelia Bedelia will do exactly what you tell her to. And she's on vacation now, so she has spare time." Pete leaned forward to take a good look at Amelia Bedelia. "I wonder," he said, "can you cut the mustard?" "I've never tried that," said Amelia Bedelia, but I sure can squirt ketchup." Pete laughed. "You sure can. Okay, I'll give it a try. You're hired. You can be an official Pete's diner waitress in training." Amelia Bedelia reached out and gave Pete a firm handshake. Was that his short hand? She wondered. Honestly, she felt like hugging him too. Instead, she hugged her parents. "Congratulations, sweetie," said her mom. "That's my girl," said her dad. "You landed your very first job. You're hired." Those were magic words to Amelia Bedelia. Those words meant that her dream bike would soon be reality. She gobbled down her fries and goodbye to her parents, then slid off her stool and skipped into the kitchen. Doris, the regular waitress, found her a uniform. "This is the smallest size we've got, honey," Doris said. Doris slipped the uniform over Amelia Bedelia's clothes. She tucked her and folded there. Finally, after half a dozen safety pins had pinned and a bunch of twisty ties had been twisted and tied, Amelia Bedelia was ready for action. "You look nervous," said Doris. "Don't worry, I'll show you the ropes. Follow me." How cool, thought Amelia Bedelia. What kind of ropes would Doris show her? Cowboy lassos? Mountain climbing ropes? Those thick lines that tie ships up to the pier? Maybe this would turn out to be an odd job after all. "Well, well," said Pete when Amelia Bedelia and Doris came out of the kitchen. "Look at me," said Amelia Bedelia. "There's no mirror." "Well, believe me," he said, "you look like a real waitress. Now I have only one rule. Can you read that? He pointed at a sign over the cash register. Amelia Bedelia read the sign out loud. The customer is always right. Someone, probably Pete, had underlined the word always in red. Just remember that the customer is always right, said Pete, and you'll never go wrong around here. Wrong, thought Amelia Bedelia. What could possibly go wrong?